How's it going, Pokemon fans? My name is Rubbish Trubbish, and today we are going to be looking at some of the new cards that were leaked today from Sun and Moon. This is the Japanese versions of the cards because the set was recently released well, I don't know if it was released or not, but it was leaked in Japan, so these are all the Japanese versions. But there are a lot of interesting cards in this set. So we're going to look at only the GXs. I'm not going to spend my time on actually, yeah, we'll do holos. So in this video, we'll be doing the holos, the GXs, and the new secret rares and stuff. Alright, so all this stuff can be found on Pokebeach.com. If you want to go there, you can, and you can see everything on this. Let's see here. So the first card we have is Serena. Serena. I don't know how to say that, but here's the card. It's a very, very pretty looking card, actually. And the ability Queen Majesty. Once during your turn before you attack, you may play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon. You may look at your opponent's hand and discard one card. So that's actually pretty good. Not necessarily for a stage 2, but I could see this seeing play in like a lock deck or a mill deck, so that's pretty cool. Trop Kick 80, heal 20 from this Pokemon, remove all special conditions, grass and double colorless. That's okay. It's not that great. So that's one of our holos. The next holo we have is Arcanine. Arcanine has Searing Flame, my bad. 60, your opponent's active is now burned. We are going to have burn back in this game. I know it wasn't really prevalent, but they are bringing it back. And then Firestorm for 190, discard 3 fire attached to this Pokemon. That's actually pretty cool. Too bad we don't have a Blacksmith reveal yet. But that, for 190 for 4 energy on a stage 1, that's pretty good. And then we have Lapras GX. So, let's see here. The GXs are our new mechanics. Looks like GXs can be basics. So we have, for 1 water, collect. Draw 3 cards. For 3 water, Blizzard Burn 160. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. And for 2 waters and a colorless, Ice Beam GX 100. Your opponent's active is now paralyzed. You can't use more than 1 GX attack a game. I mean, that's okay. Your opponent takes 2 prizes, so that's a big thing for GXs. This might see play. I don't know. It's not that great. 190 HP is pretty good. So that's kind of cool. Then we have this Crobat. It's nice to see a Crobat back in format after it didn't get any love in Generations. Triple Poison. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poison. Put 3 damage counters in between turns instead of 1. So that's very similar to the Crobat, or sorry, not the Crobat, the Toxicroak EX. And then Surprise Attack for 3 colorless, 60 damage. If this Pokemon was on your bench and became active during your turn, add 60 more damage. This is kind of similar to a cross between Toxicroak EX and Scizor EX. Then we have Espeon GX. Now this card was revealed today, and I didn't know about it until today. But we have Psybeam for 1. It does 30 damage, 1 Psychic. The defending Pokemon's now confused. That's pretty cool. For a Psychic and a double colorless, Psychic does 60 damage plus this attack does 30 more damage for each energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So kind of like the Mewtwo from Generations, and I meant to say Psybeam on this one, not Psychic. And then Division GX. Place 10 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So I'm not really sure if that's saying 10 damage counters, as in 10 damage, and you can do it 10 times to anywhere. That'd be pretty good. But I don't actually know what that's saying, and that's probably something that we'll have to get a ruling, so don't take my word for it. But 200 HP, Psychic type, that's really cool. This is a line that I'm actually really hyped for. Toxapex and Mareanie. When this card first was revealed, I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. So, Toxapex, 110 HP Psychic type, stage 1. As long as this Pokemon is in play, whenever your opponent's active retreats, the new active Pokemon is poisoned. So that is just a really good ability. I don't know how much play it's going to see, but I am definitely going to test around with it once this card is released. And for Psychic and a double colorless, Venoshock 50 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon was poisoned, this does 50 more. So, I mean, it kind of goes with the retreating thing. Then we have the Cosmog and Cosmoem for that. I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll probably understand anyways. We have a Alolan Meowth, and this is pretty cool. They're bringing back the no energy attacks, so that's pretty cool. We have Crocodile Hollow. The first attack for a double colorless is 20 plus. This damage does 20 plus 20 damage times the amount of cards in your opponent's hand. That's kind of cool. Dark colorless. Dark Fang 120. Before doing damage, discard all Pokemon tools attached to your opponent's active. That could be cool. Maybe not on a stage 2, but that is a good attack. Alolan Dugtrio. This is a funny looking card. Ability Tangled Hair. As long as this Pokemon is in play, the defending Pokemon's retreat cost is 1 colorless more. This is very similar to the Aqua's Muck that was released in Double Crisis. 3 colorless Dig Under. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack's damage is not affected by weakness or resistance. So 110 or 100 HP, Steel type. Now we have Solgaleo GX. Now, of course, this is one of the main mascots, and it evolves from Cosmoem. 250 HP Steel type. Really, really good HP. Looks like 3 retreat costs, which is pretty hefty. But we have the ability Ultra Road. Once during your turn before you attack, you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. This is basically Keldeo with Russian, except it's a stage 2, which makes it not as good. Maybe they'll add some evolution acceleration soon. I don't know if we'll get that or not, but Solgaleo GX is pretty cool. For 2 metal and a colorless, Sunsteel Strike 230, discard all energy from this Pokemon. And for 1 metal energy, Soul Burst GX, search your deck for up to 5 energy cards, not basic, 5 energy cards, and attach them to your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. That is a broken attack, and yes, it is a GX attack, but that is insane. Unfortunately, it's a stage 2, but that is amazing. If it was a basic, we'd probably be screwed. Then we have Rabombi. That's quite the name. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Ability, Healing Pollen. You can use this ability once during your turn. Heal 20 from one of your Pokemon. I mean, I guess if you play multiple Rabombi, then, you could stack that effect. So if you have 4 in play, you could heal 80 a turn, which is actually really good. So this could see play. Oh, wait, is this stage 1? Oh. Well, that's not as good as I thought. But, yeah. Still, I guess you could play that. And then Fairy Wind for 1 Fairy. 30 damage. Kangaskhan. It's a pretty cool looking card. Crosscut 30 plus if your opponent's active Pokemon is evolved. Add 30 damage. And then 4 colorless Hurricane Punch 50 times. Flip 4 coins. It does 50 times the amount of heads. Let's see here. Then we have Gumshoos GX. This is a pretty funny looking card. And Gumshoos is quite the Pokemon. Oh wow, look, even Pokebeach added a meme here. Stage 1 evolves from Donald Trump. Very funny. Ability Inspect. Once during your turn before you attack, you may have your opponent reveal his or her hand. That is a really good ability. Oh man, that's actually really good. 3 colorless Flying Headbutt, 100 damage, and for 1 colorless Gumchance GX, 10 plus, this attack does 50 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active. So that's pretty cool. I know this field is full of Yveltal, so that would be very good against it, but not for a GX. Then we have some items. We have a reprint of Crushing Hammer. That's always a fun card. Timer Ball. This is a reprint of Dual Ball for the most part, except for evolved Pokemon. Flip 2 coins for each head. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. That's cool. Repel. This is a new card. It's a very cool card. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched. Kind of like Old Catcher, except they get to choose. So that's really cool. Rotom Pokédex. This is a cool card. Count your remaining prize cards and shuffle them into your deck. Draw the same amount of cards and place them face down as your prize cards. So that's pretty cool. Reprint XP Share. And then I guess we have a Lima. Each player shuffles his or her hand into her deck and then Each player flips a coin. If heads, that player draws 6. If tails, the player draws 3. So that's cool. And there's Lima right here. Professor Kukui, draw 2. During this turn, your opponent's attacks do 20 more. Basically replaces Giovanni's, so that's cool. And a reprint of DCE with a purple background, which I'm a fan of, so that's cool. And then we have Lima Full Art. We have, I guess this is a Lapras Full Art? Looks like it is. Lapras Full Art, Espeon Full Art, Solgaleo Full Art, Gumshoos Full Art. What the heck is this? Alright, well, this is a cool looking card. It looks like we just have multiple versions of some of the GXs. That's kind of cool, I guess. And then this is the one that everyone is talking about. Ultra Ball Gold card. Will this plummet Plasma Freeze's Gold Ultra Ball card? Is this the best looking one? Is the old one the better one? Personally, I like this one. It's a full art and it's a secret rare, and I don't bling, so I don't really care. But I know that this card is going to be money. I'm not sure how much, but it's probably upwards $20. And if it's anything like the old Ultra Ball, it might reach, $100, $200. So this is a very pretty card, and I'm sure people will be going after this. Then we have a secret rare Rotom Dex. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's a really cute card. So I'd probably keep that just because it's funny looking. I probably would never play it, though. So, just going to go through here. Lurantis GX. This is a very, very good card. For 1 grass, flower supply, attach 2 basic energy from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you'd like. So that does 40 damage, and that's a really good card. It's basically Volcanion except grass and 40 damage, and then you can put it wherever. And then Solar Blade for 2 grass, 1 colorless, 120, heal 30. That's pretty cool. And then Chlorosize GX, 50 damage times. This attack does 50 damage times the amount of grass energy attached to this Pokemon. That's a very, very interesting attack. I'm not sure how good it will be, but these 2 attacks are actually very good. And it has 210 HP, so that's pretty insane. We have this Shiinotic. I don't know how to say that, so... Ability Luminescence. You can use this ability once during your turn. Search your deck for a grass Pokemon, show it to your opponent, and put it in your hand. I mean, that's kind of gimmicky. It's kind of funny, but I don't know how good that will actually be. Vikavolt. This is an awesome card. Strong Charge. Once during your turn before you attack, you may search your deck for a grass and a lightning energy and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you'd like. That's insane, and I'm pretty sure that Charjabug and Grubbin are both grass types, and if that is the case, that is an awesome, awesome Pokemon. And then Electro Cannon for a lightning and 3 colorless, 150, discard 3 attached to this Pokemon, which isn't that great. This Muck is really cool. Ability Power of Alchemy. As long as this Pokemon is in play and each player's basic Pokemon in play in their hand and the discard pile have no abilities. That's a very cool card. I'm not going to go over the attack. We have Lunala GX. Psychic Transfer is the ability, and obviously this is the opposite of Solgaleo. Falls from Cosmoem, 250 HP. Psychic Transfer as often as you'd like during your turn. Before you attack, you may use a Psychic Energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Basically, Aromatisse, basically any of those cards that are like that. This is a very cool ability, but it is a stage 2. And for 4 Psychic Energy, Phantom Ray does 120. The defending Pokemon cannot be healed during your opponent's next turn. That's kind of cool. I don't know how good that will be. And then 3 Psychic, Lunar Fall GX, knock out one of your opponent's basic Pokemon that isn't a GX. Can't use one more than GX attack. So that's a pretty cool card. Basically, if your opponent can, stack up a huge Eviltal basic or something, let's just use that as an example, you can drop Lunar Fall GX on it and it's gone in 1 hit. So that is pretty good in my opinion. But it is a stage 2, so it has some setbacks. Then we have this Gigalith. This Raticate is pretty cool. For a double colorless, Dark Design, search your deck for a number of cards up to the number of Pokemon on your bench, add them to your hand. Shuffle deck afterwards. That's a better Talonflame, but it's stage 1 and it requires a DC, so that's really it. Then we have this Umbreon GX, and this Umbreon has a attack that gives us a throwback to the old days of Darkrai EX. So for one Dark Strafe, 30 damage, you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench. That's okay. And then for a Dark and a Double Colorless, so better attack cost than Darkrai, 90 damage, this attack does 30 to one of your opponent's bench. So this is a Stage 1 Darkrai with a better attack cost. That's all this card is, and then it has a GX and it has more HP. So for a Dark and a Colorless Nightcry GX, discard 2 energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon attached to your opponent's Pokemon in play. So that's cool. I mean, it's kind of an underwhelming GX attack, but it is there if you need to use it. Sharpedo Hollow, Rough Skin. If this Pokemon is your active, is damaged by an opponent's attack. Place 3 on the attacking Pokemon. That's cool. Dark and a Double Colorless Aqua Impact 60. This attack does 60 damage plus 20 times the number of energy on the defending Pokemon's retreat cost. So that's kind of funny. We have this Dragonite. I'm not going to go over it, but it is a Dragonite, and that dragon typing on the card layout looks pretty cool. We have a Tauros GX. For a Double Colorless Rage, 20 damage. It does 20 damage plus 10 for each more damage counter on this Pokemon. Horn Attack 60, Mad Bull GX, 30 times damage. It does 30 times the amount of damage on this Pokemon, so that's not that great, but it is a cool GX Pokemon. Then we have an Oranguru. This Pokemon cracks me up. Ability Lead, you can use this ability once during your turn. Draw cards from your deck until you have 3 cards in your hand. I don't know how good that is. I mean, it could be late game end prevention if you get end to 1. I mean, I don't know if that will ever see play, but I think that is quite the cool card, and it could see play. Then for 3 Colorless, Psychic does 60. This attack does 60 damage plus 20 times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active. So then again, just like the Mewtwo from Evolutions. We have an Energy Retrieval reprint. We have a big Malasada. Heal 20 damage and 1 special condition from your active. So that's a very, very cool card. We have a Nest Ball. Search your deck for a Pokemon, a basic Pokemon, and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterwards. That's pretty cool. Reprint is Switch. We have a Poison Barb. What does this do? When the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, the attacking Pokemon is now poisoned. That's pretty cool. Huh. That is really cool. Team Skull Grunt. This is a pretty fun card. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. You may discard 2 energies you find there. So, it's a supporter, but I mean, that is a good effect. Don't get me wrong. Lily. This is a upgraded Bianca, unfortunately. Draw cards from your deck until you have 6 cards in your hand. If you use this card on your first turn, draw until you have 8. We have a reprint of Rainbow Energy, and that looks sick. So, that's awesome. Then we have a Full Art Lurantis GX. Looks cool. A Full Art Lunala GX. That looks cool. Full Art Umbreon GX. If that sees play, like Darkrai, that's probably going to be an expensive card. Tauros GX. Then we have Team Skull Grunt Full Art. We have Lily Full Art. And then we have Lurantis GX, whatever this form is. And Umbreon in the same form. So that's very cool. And then we have a Golden Switch Full Art. So that's pretty cool. So Gold Ultra Ball and Switch Full Art is great. And then we have Golden Psychic Energy. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to do all the energies. I don't think they will. But this is awesome because people will be able to bling to the next level from now on. You can have any energy card gold if they make them all gold, and if this is in the English set. So that's awesome. These, I don't know how pricey they would be, but this is very, very cool. So, and then we have these starter decks. So we have a Decidueye GX. This is a very cool card. Feather Arrow. You can use this power once during your turn. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and place 2 damage counters on it. Pretty cool ability. Razor Leaf, Grass, Double Colorless, 90 damage. Hollow Hunt GX for 1 Grass. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty cool. Incineroar. evolves from Torracat. Hustle Blow 10. This does 20 more damage for each fire Pokemon on your bench. Tiger Swing, 2 fire or colorless, 80 plus, flip 2 coins, it does 15 more for each heads. And then 2 fire, 1 colorless, Burn Slam GX, 200 damage. Your opponent's active is now burned if they even survive the 200. So that's pretty cool. Then we have Primarina GX, Bubble Beat for a double colorless, 10 plus. This does 10 damage plus 20 times the amount of water energy attached to all your Pokemon in play. 3 water, 1 colorless, Ocean Sound 120, discard an energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon, and Grand Echo GX for a double colorless, heal all damage from each of your Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. And then we have some different cards going down. We have the Nest Ball, again, there's a bigger look at it. We have a reprint of Rare Candy, that's a pretty cool looking reprint. There is hiding back here Ultra Ball. It's not the gold one, but it is the reprint of Ultra Ball. And then Double Colorless Energy is getting reprinted. Fire Energies. That's the new energy layout. You can look at it longer if you'd like. And then we just have a couple of promos, including this cool Mimikyu. And that's where we're going to leave off. So thank you guys. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Down below, tell me what you are excited from Sun and Moon Set 1. I know that for the store, I'm going to be ordering multiple cases of this set, and I will be ordering stuff for myself, and I will be putting singles up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out KantoCardsPokemon.com, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you guys.